OpenClaw became the fastest-growing repo in GitHub history. 369,000 stars. 5 months. Anthropic's response? Ban it from their subscription. Then ban the guy who made it. Then accidentally nuke 8,000 other repos on the way out. OpenClaw is an open-source AI coding agent. Local first. Talks to whatever model you point it at. Built by Peter Steinberger, Austrian dev, ex-PSPDF Kit founder, now apparently working at OpenAI. He shipped it in November. By March, it had passed React in stars. React took 10 years. OpenClaw took 60 days. In 10 days, last February, OpenClaw added 210,000 stars. That's the fastest growth burst GitHub has ever recorded. By April, it had over 350,000 stars and 47,000 forks. 135,000 of those installs were running live every day against Claude. Act 1. The rename. The project did not start as OpenClaw. It started as ClaudeBot. Anthropic's lawyers noticed the rhyme. Steinberger renamed it to Moltbot. Anthropic's lawyers noticed that. 72 hours later, it was OpenClaw. 3 names, 3 days, 1 trademark department working overtime. Act 2. The math. Claude's max plan costs $200 a month, flat rate. Use it as much as you want. An average Claude code user costs Anthropic about $6 a day to serve. An OpenClaw power user running an agent loop 24/7, up to $5,000 a day in API equivalent compute on a $200 plan. Act 3. The ban. April 4th, 12 p.m. Pacific. Anthropic flips a switch. OAuth tokens from Pro and Max subscriptions stop working in OpenClaw, OpenCode, and Klein. 135,000 instances disconnect at once. Affected users report bills jumping 50 times what they paid the day before. 6 days later, Steinberger himself gets locked out of Claude. Anthropic flags his account for suspicious activity. He posts the screenshot. The post goes viral. Hours later, his account is back. An Anthropic engineer publicly says they have never banned anyone for using OpenClaw. The receipts beg to differ. Act 4. DMCA-gate. Same week. Anthropic accidentally publishes a 60-megabyte source map with their NPM release. Anyone can reconstruct all 500,000 lines of Claude Code's TypeScript. They fire off DMCA takedowns. The list says 96 forks. GitHub takes down 8,100, most of them unrelated. Here's the thing. This is not a trademark story. It's not a DMCA story. It's a pricing story. Flat rate compute breaks the moment a popular agent loop runs against it. Anthropic just learned that publicly. Their chief commercial officer admitted they're now building their own OpenClaw. They killed it because they're shipping it. So, if you use OpenClaw, OpenCode, or Klein, your subscription token doesn't work anymore. You pay per token. You'll feel it. If you build the next popular harness on top of someone else's API, your countdown clock just started. The cheap frontier compute era is over. If this was useful, subscribe. Bitwise AI dissects one absurd dev story like this every week. Until then, watch your OAuth tokens.